In Surat al-Hadid, meaning iron, we are informed, "And we also sent down iron, in which there lies great force, and which has many uses for mankind." The word anzalna, translated as "we sent down," and used for iron in the verse, could be thought of having a metaphorical meaning to explain that iron has been given to benefit people. But when we take into consideration the literal meaning of the word, we realize that this verse implies a very significant scientific miracle. This meaning is being physically sent down from the sky, as in the case of rain and sun rays. Modern astronomical findings have disclosed that the iron found in our planet has come from giant stars in outer space. Not only the iron on Earth, but also the iron in the entire solar system comes from outer space, since the temperature in the sun is inadequate for the formation of iron. Iron can only be produced in much larger stars than the sun, where the temperature reaches a few 100 million degrees. When the amount of iron exceeds a certain level in a star, the star can no longer accommodate it, and eventually explodes in what is called a nova, or a supernova. These explosions make it possible for iron to be given off into space. All the iron on Earth came from outer space as a result of this process. In other words, iron was sent down to Earth, just like we are told in the verse. It is clear that this information could not have been established in the 17th century, when the Quran was revealed. There are more than 100 billion galaxies in the visible universe, and each small galaxy contains approximately 1 billion stars. Furthermore, each big galaxy contains more than 1 trillion. Many of these stars have planets, and many of these planets have satellites. All these celestial bodies follow the most finely calculated paths and orbits for millions of years. Stars, planets, and satellites all rotate around their own axes, and also rotate together with the system of which they are a part. The universe functions within an order, just like the wheels in a factory. The movement of celestial bodies in their orbits is based upon extreme fine-tuning. Even the slightest deviation from their paths could have drastic consequences that might spell the end of the entire system. For example, the consequences of the Earth's deviating from its course by a mere 3 millimeters have been described in one source as follows. While rotating around the Sun, the Earth follows such an orbit that every 18 miles it only deviates 2.8 millimeters from a direct course. The orbit followed by the Earth never changes, because even a deviation of 3 millimeters would cause catastrophic disasters. If the deviation were 2.5 millimeters instead of 2.8 millimeters, then the orbit would be very large, and all of us would freeze. If the deviation were 3.1 millimeters, we would be scorched to death. These facts were only discovered through astronomical research in the 20th century. Yet it was revealed 14 centuries ago in the Quran that heavenly bodies revolve in very finely tuned orbits. I swear by heaven with its oscillating orbits. In another verse we are told that it is He who